I'm Eclectic Jess, and this is how to crochet a waffle. This waffle is made in 2 pieces, and I've already completed one, so we can set that aside while we work on the second piece together. To start, you'll need a 5mm H crochet hook and about 55 yards of worsted weight yarn in gold. That will be for both pieces of the waffle. You'll also need 5 yards of yellow for the pat of butter that you'll add later. Each waffle piece is worked back and forth in rows, and we're going to begin by chaining 11. For the first row, we're going to double crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook, and then we're going to double crochet in each chain across. That will give you 9 double crochets at the end of your row. Going forward, you will chain 2 and turn your work before each row. Row 2 will start the right side of your waffle. Begin by making 2 double crochets into the first stitch. Next, you'll make a front post double crochet followed by 2 regular double crochet stitches. You can see here how the front post double crochet is raised, giving our texture to the waffle. You'll then repeat the front post double crochet, followed by 2 double crochet stitches, and then you'll make another front post double crochet. When you've reached the final stitch, you'll make 2 double crochet stitches into the same stitch. In total, you'll end row 2 with 11 stitches. You'll again chain 2 and turn before starting the next row. To begin row 3, you'll make 2 front post double crochet around the first stitch. It's okay if your work turns on its own here. You'll just shift it back and continue working into the top of the row. You'll then also front post double crochet around the next stitch. You'll repeat a double crochet followed by 2 front post double crochet stitches twice. Make sure that the double crochet stitches are into the raised front post double crochet stitches of the past row. You will then double crochet and front post double crochet. When you reach the final stitch, you'll front post double crochet around the final stitch as well as the starting chain of row 2. Our starting chain does not normally count as a stitch, but this will count as an increase but give us a nice line to the edge of our work. You'll finish row 3 with 13 stitches. Once again, chaining 2 and turning before starting the next row. Row 4 begins by combining a double crochet and a front post double crochet on the same stitch as an increase. Make your double crochet in the first stitch and make a front post double crochet around the same stitch to complete this. Next, you'll make 2 double crochet stitches followed by a front post double crochet. Repeat this 3 times total. We're currently on the right side of the waffle, and you can see where the front post double crochet stitches are creating those vertical lines in our waffle pattern. You'll finish the row with 2 double crochet stitches. Then make a front post double crochet around the final stitch. To complete the final increase, make a double crochet into the top of the starting chain from row 3. You'll finish row 4 with 15 stitches. Again, you'll chain 2 and turn before continuing on to the next row. Row 5 will begin by increasing with 2 front post double crochets around the first stitch. Again, if your work turns doing this, it's completely normal, and you'll just shift your work back into place and continue to work across the top of the row. Next, make a double crochet followed by 2 front post double crochet stitches. Repeat this 4 times total. Keep in mind that your double crochet stitches in this row will be into the top of the front post double crochet stitches from row 4. Finish off the row with a double crochet, followed by a front post double crochet, and a final front post double crochet around the starting chain of row 4 to count as your increase. Finish off row 5 with 17 stitches. Again, chain 2 and turn before continuing on to the next row. Row 6 will not have any further increases and will not decrease either. You'll make 2 double crochet stitches followed by a front post double crochet, and repeat this pattern 5 times total. Make 1 double crochet stitch in each of the final 2 stitches, for a total of 17 stitches at the end of row 6. Again, chain 2 and turn before continuing on to row 7. We'll now begin decreasing at the beginning and end of each row. Row 7 begins with a double crochet and front post double crochet together. To do this, yarn over, insert your hook as a regular double crochet stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Next, yarn over, insert your hook around the post of the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops to finish the stitch. Next, make a double crochet followed by 2 front post double crochets. Repeat this 4 times total. make a double crochet, and then we'll make a front post double crochet and double crochet together to decrease. First, yarn over and insert your hook around the post of the second to last stitch. Yarn over and pull through 2. Next, yarn over, insert your hook in the next stitch like a regular double crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and finally yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on the hook to finish the decrease. Chain 2 and turn before continuing. Row 8 also begins with a double crochet and front post double crochet together. Begin with the first half of a double crochet, followed by the first half of a front post double crochet, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on the hook. Following that, make 2 double crochet stitches and a front post double crochet. Repeat that 3 times total. Make a double crochet stitch in each of the next 2 stitches before the decrease. To decrease, we'll make a front post double crochet and double crochet together, beginning with the first half of a front post double crochet, followed by the first half of a double crochet in the final stitch of the row. Complete the stitch by yarning over and pulling through all 3 loops on the hook. Chain 2 and turn before continuing on to row 9. Once again, we'll begin our row with a decrease made by a double crochet and front post double crochet together. Front post double crochet, and front post double crochet again. Repeat this 3 times total. With 2 stitches remaining, make a front post double crochet and double crochet together to make the final decrease, ending the row with 11 stitches total. Chain 2 and turn before continuing on. Row 10 is your final row before the edging. Begin with a double crochet 2 together to make your first decrease at the beginning of the row. Next, make a front post double crochet followed by 2 double crochet stitches. Then repeat for a total of 2 repeats of this section. Over the final 3 stitches, make a front post double crochet followed by double crochet 2 together for your final decrease. This ends row 10 with 9 stitches. Do not finish off. Next, we'll move directly into the edging. You can see our shape is not yet very round and compared to the other finished piece. The edging will help round your piece as well as provide a nice finished look. To begin your edging, chain 1 and single crochet around the edge of your waffle, beginning with the left side. Work along the side of your waffle, keeping your stitches as even as possible. Be sure not to add any extra stitches when turning corner. Keeping the edging around the corners tight will help round out the shape. Usually I find 17 to 18 single crochet stitches along each side of the waffle are sufficient. This may differ depending on your tension, but aim to keep the same number of stitches on each side of the waffle. You can see here that this part of the edging is too straight. To fix this, frog back and add additional stitches in the center of where it is the most straight. You may have to do this 1 or 2 times in order to get the right feel for keeping that round edge to your waffle. You can see now it's much more rounded. Keep working around the entirety of the waffle, making sure not to add additional stitches in corners. When you reach back to the beginning of your edging, slip stitch to the first single crochet and finish off with a long tail. Next, line up both pieces with the wrong sides together so the right sides are facing outward. Rotate one piece 90 degrees from the other. This will help round out your shape even further. Use the long tail to sew the pieces together around the stitches of the edging. There's no stuffing required on this waffle, so there's no need to pause and stuff as you go. Secure and weave in your end to finish your waffle. To add a pat of butter, you'll need 5 meters of yellow worsted weight yarn and a 4mm G crochet hook. Begin by chaining 6. Single crochet in the second chain from the hook and in each chain across for a total of 5. For rows 2 through 5, chain 1, turn, and single crochet in each stitch across. Finish off and make a second piece, leaving a long tail on one in order to sew the pieces together. Whip stitch around the edges of the butter pieces, hiding the loose ends within the piece. Next, line up the butter with where you wish to sew it onto the waffle. I recommend sewing the butter only to the raised front post double crochet stitches to make this a little bit easier. Secure and weave in your end, and you're done. Congratulations! You now have a not-so-edible crocheted waffle.